All right, are we back? We should be back. Let me just get Facebook back up real quick. I don't know why this happens, man. All right. We should be good now. Hopefully it doesn't drop again. I don't know why this happens. I've tried everything. I even reached out to both Aircast, who I don't think ever got back to me. And I reached out to Glimish. Yo, what up, Jebo? My boy. How are you, my man? How you been? Whoops. I forgot to... I accidentally pressed enter. I'm good, man. I'm all right. I was actually just explaining my situation before the stream so rudely interrupted. That's better. It was a little bit too bright, huh? But yeah, so as I was saying, my insomnia has been acting up really bad lately. Haven't been able to see my kids. Things have been just tough lately, personal things, but I don't want to sit here and cry on about it. Just the insomnia mainly is why I didn't stream at all last week. I'm literally like having trouble falling asleep until like 6, 7, sometimes not even till I haven't been able to sleep till like 11 in the morning on some days. And then I'm just so freaking tired, like seriously, like just dead tired, dead freaking tired. And I will like try to stay awake, and I end up falling asleep like in the middle of the afternoon, and then I sleep till like, I don't know, night, and then I'll still feel tired, but I'm like starving because I hadn't ate anything all day. So then I'll eat something, I'll watch a little bit of YouTube, maybe get a couple games in of, you know, I don't know, some Fortnite, some Warzone, whatever. And then I'll try to go back to sleep because I still feel like super tired. And this is the thing that like makes me the most mad. I'll fall asleep, right? I'll fall asleep. But then within like a couple hours, an hour and a half, something like that, I'm waking right back up. I'm waking right back up, and then I can't sleep the rest of the night. And I feel tired, I feel drained, I feel dead, but I'm trying to stay awake, right? I'm trying to stay awake, and you know, that way I can hopefully fall asleep at night. You feel me? It's just not working. It's just not working. Hey, what up, Chingues? My boy. I tried, man. I tried. And this is something that a lot of people tell me. And I've tried, bro. I've seriously tried. I actually, I haven't smoked regular weed yet. And I'm actually right there at the point where I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to just smoke regular weed. The downer, I don't know much about weed. I haven't smoked weed since like 2007. I think I stopped smoking weed in 2007, I'm pretty sure, because that's when I joined the military, and I stopped smoking weed to join the military, and then I just never really picked it back up again. I tried it when I got out of the military, but the weed is just so strong now that like I couldn't handle it. But I think I might have to start smoking at least a little bit, half a bowl, something, of the downer strain, like right before I go to bed or something, because I don't know what to do. I take sleeping medicine and I become immune to it after the first night. And so it doesn't cure my insomnia. I've even had doctor prescribed sleeping medicine, and still, I don't know, it's not effective. And then recently, I actually bought a $50 pen. I don't remember what it was called, but I did a lot of research, and it was like the most clinically tested, clinically proven, you know, like most awarded CBD pen with a little bit of THC in it and melatonin and other chemicals that are supposed to help you sleep. It was all in the pen, and that's basically what the pen is for. It's like a pen that's supposed to help people go to sleep, with CBD and all that other stuff. And the first night I got like a pretty nice body high, and I'm not gonna lie, it felt kind of good, but I still couldn't fall asleep. And then since then I've tried it. I don't even know where the pen's at now, because I basically just kind of started ignoring it, threw it somewhere, haven't picked it back up, because I tried it for like, I was smoking it every night for like 2 weeks. Nothing. Didn't work at all. And so many people were telling me, just try some CBD, man. Just try some CBD, bro. It'll be all good. You'll be able to, hey, you'll knock out, bro. There's CBD pens with melatonin too, bruh. No, didn't work. Doesn't work. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm broken. I don't know. 85%. Yeah, maybe. Probably. Yeah, I might just, I mean, because, well, okay, so you need 85% THC low. Yeah, maybe. I don't know, because I don't remember how much THC was in that pen, but it wasn't that much. Do they even make a pen with that much THC if it's like a CBD, like trying to help you sleep pen? I don't know if they do. But buy a pen. Yeah, I did. Nah, my boy, you need full THC, not CBD. Yeah, I might just need the full CBD. And like I said, the downer, you know what I mean? The downer strain, because yeah, it just, like I said, I'm broken. I don't know. But yeah, it sucks. It's hard. And that's why I didn't stream at all last week. That's why my streaming has been, well, and then my streaming has been sporadic, even like the couple weeks before that. And that's been because of a combination of my insomnia and my depression with everything that's been going on, and, you know, not being able to see my kids and stuff. It's just been bringing me down, and I haven't been in good moods. It's just been bad. It's been bad, but hey, you know the motto, too blessed to be stressed. Not gonna cry about it. Still here pushing, and I'm even when I'm not, even like, okay, look, I'm always working, y'all. I'm a worker, all right? That's just the type of person I am. I'm the type of person that if I'm not getting something done productively every day, that depresses me. Maybe I'm just easily depressed. I don't know, but I always have to be doing something productive, something that I feel is advancing me a little bit forward, and like my goals, like the things I want to do. And so, yo, first and foremost, yo, what do y'all think of the new camera angle? So of course, Music Monday, we're gonna be doing music content today, breaking down part 2 of my original song, Nuthin Wrong. But I have finally mounted my screen that I game on. So now, this is the camera angle now. All right, there's gonna be no more of this. No more of this. I'm so sorry, and I want to apologize for that, because I have never been happy with that. I've never been happy with the angle that we had, but I just, you know, I've been in this apartment now. I've been living here 4 or 5 months. I think 4 months, 5 months. I don't know, but I haven't even been here a year. You know what I mean? And so, especially in the beginning, the first couple months living here, going through chemotherapy, I didn't really have the energy to do things. But this weekend, I had my stepdad come over with his drill, and we finally mounted the screen. So this is gonna be the new angle. All right, this is what it is now. All right, I'm gonna be looking straight forward, and you guys can see my face, my expressions, and I'm not gonna be turned to the side anymore, which I'm super happy, super excited about. A lot of people liked the angle that I had with the camera before though, because you could see a little bit more of like my living room and stuff. But you know, with the new setup, I had to move things around. Unfortunately, it's not the exact same angle. My camera has to be in a different spot now, the way everything is set up. But I think it's a good spot, a good angle, a better angle as far as like, you know, looking at me. Not that that's the most important thing, but yeah. I think it looks good. I like it. And even though the backdrop might not be exactly the same as it was, the camera is no longer gonna fall because it's no longer sitting on a tripod on my desk. So I will no longer accidentally knock it and drop it. It's actually mounted up, you know, and clamped onto something. It's not like just on a tripod or anything. It's not even on my desk anymore. It's raised up, angled down. So much better. So we're not gonna have webcam dropping issues and stuff anymore. If only I could figure out the stream drop issues. But yeah, anyways, so sorry, haven't been streaming. Sorry, it's been sporadic. I'm trying to fix it. I actually just called, I believe it was Friday or Thursday or something like that, Wednesday, I don't know. But last week I called my doctor and I set up an appointment for next month, so that I can get checked for my insomnia, and hopefully they can do some testing and figure out what we can do so we can fix this problem, because the insomnia rules my life and I can't stand it. It's really hard on me. It makes it impossible for me to do almost anything, and I hate it. I seriously hate it. I hate it. So yeah, I have an appointment coming up sometime next month, and hopefully we can get that fixed and the insomnia will no longer be an issue that interferes with the stream. All right, but anyways, I'm rambling on. We are going to be breaking down again part 2 of my original song, Nuthin Wrong, last Music Monday. We did this, we went over the introduction of the song and the chorus. Today we're gonna be breaking down verse 1, all right, and possibly verse 2, depending on how long that takes. This is gonna be a shorter stream. I had a lot to do today since I haven't been able to do much because of the whole insomnia crap. I made myself stay up today. I feel quite tired right now. But yo, I ran the treadmill today. I'm so happy about that. I'm so proud of myself. I gained so much weight going through chemotherapy and not having the strength or the energy to work out. And I've been unhealthy and unhappy. I made a TikTok about it. Don't know if y'all seen it, but if you haven't, go check it out. Go hit it with the heart. I'd appreciate the love. But yeah, I was so happy about that. My calves are sore and I don't think I'll be able to run tomorrow because I think they'll be killing me, and I don't know about the day after either, but I'm gonna try. But if not, at least hopefully Wednesday or Thursday, you know what I mean? I'm gonna try to make this a consistent thing. I'm gonna get back into fighting shape, y'all, because I'm so unhappy with how I look and how I feel right now. But yeah, I keep rambling on, huh? So yeah, we're breaking down my song again. All right, that's what it is, and it is what it is. All that being said, pleasantries out of the way, and without further ado, here we go. All right, so let me turn off this music. And once again, I just want to show y'all how you can find the song. All right, so if you go to Spotify, all right, and then you go to the search bar and you type in Deco and you type in Nuthin Wrong. All right, Deco Nuthin Wrong is gonna pop up. Boom. Now, I don't know why on my computer I can play the song. All right, but for some reason on my phone I can only play the song through albums. So I don't know why that is. I don't know why it works that way, but that's how it works on my phone. And I use the app, the Spotify app. So I don't know why it does that on my computer, but that's what it does. And it sucks because I have to click on albums. And then when I click on albums, I have to listen to the other song. If my song doesn't play first, I have to listen to other songs that play before it and wait until my song comes up. So if you want to hear the song and that's what you have to do, I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't know why it does that. All right. So just a heads up, you might have to do that in order to hear the song. All right. But on the computer, I'm able to play it right here. All right. So let's go ahead and play it. Hey, Cotton, what is up? Thank you, Cotton. I appreciate that. Thanks for stopping by. There's a shout out for Drew. All right. So, yeah. So let's go ahead and, just like the last time we did this, I'm going to go ahead and play the song first, let y'all hear it, and then we'll get into the breakdown. So, without further ado, this is my song, Nuthin Wrong. Oops, I gotta fix that. Where's it at? Oh.
What up, Pete? What up, Pete? What up, Pete?
Oh, okay.
You feel that? You feel that? Yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah, that's a Cali vibe. Yeah, it's D. Yeah, it's cold. Ghost.
I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. I I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. I don't see nothing wrong, I don't see nothing wrong.
I'm about to bring it back with the realness, because I feel it's really the time for something real, which we're actually hit with our feelings, that braille. If you understand, well surely then you've got to feel this. And God, I know that your will is for me to reach out into hill ends. I will just give me a little bit of extra time, and please forgive me, I'm about to kill this. And
I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats.
let's get it. Yeah, it's a hard knock life, and we gotta do what it is that we gotta do. But while we do that, still gotta try and do things that we wanna do. Cause the only man who's seen change is only the man who went out of his way, proceeded and drew what he wanted view. A perfect picture would be so picture perfect, but would it really be worth it? You think pleasure is best without hurting? Who really could tell you for certain? But I say if it weren't for burden, then there wouldn't be any words in these verses. And
I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. I don't see nothing wrong, I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. I don't see nothing wrong, I don't see nothing wrong.
so that alcohol, we gon' sip it, because this is life and we gon' live it. And sometimes it's like we give it all with all that we're given, all until we have given all it is we can give in. All that we give back just isn't always quite as significant to call it sufficient for all which is so deficient. And I don't think that it's different from no one else that is living to call it for what it isn't. Say, oh, sometimes I'm living. Oh, sometimes I'm just so like, damn it, I'm just so done having to deal with me, having to deal with me. Not having, so call it what you will, but I just want the pretty things. I just want a pretty dame. I just want a claim to fame. I wanna be extraordinary, and to someone ordinary, that just sounds insane. But
I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. I don't see nothing wrong, I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. I don't see nothing wrong, I don't see nothing wrong. 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 I don't see nothing wrong.
it feels like my whole life I've been down and out, but I'm never bowing out. You only see me bowing down when asking him to shower down, to feeding out my flowers sprout through the dirt and amongst the weeds that are all around. Cause everyone around me is just everyone around me. Strangers, all of them, even those that I've once known. Yeah, everyone around me is just everyone around me. So with everyone around me, it's just me and my alone. When is it time for mine to come? I'm dying to know. I've got a lot to share that I'm trying to show. But they play their parts, and I ain't with the script. So they can earn the spotlight, but I'm still in it. Cause
I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. I don't see nothing wrong, I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. I don't see nothing wrong, I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong.
All right, my peoples. So that was Deco. Nothing wrong. All right. Once again, if you guys want to listen to it, give it a listen and help me out, because if my song gets enough listens on Spotify, if it gets enough streams, I can start making money off of it. All right. So this is the first song I've ever put up. I'm really happy with it. Really proud that I managed to get a song up on Spotify. And I will be even that much more happy if I can actually start making money off of it, because it's always been my dream to be able to make money off of my passion. You know what I mean? I so I've been to music school. I went to music school in Hollywood. I went to Musicians Institute. And you know, one of the first things they teach is what is an artist's goal in life. And an artist's goal in life is to make money with their art, be able to support themselves and do what they love. So that's my dream. I would love to make a living doing what I love. And if you go give this a listen, you're just getting me that much closer to making my dream come true, and it would be very, very much appreciated. Yo, thank you for the love, Chingas. Thank you, Jebo, for the love. Glad you guys liked it. I hope you guys liked it. I appreciate it. But yeah, Nuthin Wrong. So I believe I wrote this song in 2017, and you know, recorded it and everything. But I barely was able to get it up on Spotify. I had it on SoundCloud for a long time, but I was barely able to get it up on Spotify just this year, or last year sometime, like the end of last year. Right? And I haven't really done any promotion or anything, so that's kind of why I wanted to make this the first thing we do for Music Monday, is so that I can try to bring a little bit of attention to this, and again, hopefully get some streams on it and get to the point where I start making some money on it. Not a lot of money, but maybe a little extra money in my pocket to, you know, do nice things, eat out here and there, you know, whatever, go to the movies. I don't know, but yeah, that's another thing. A lot of people think like, oh, I make music, I'm a musician. People think you're trying to become like, you know, a freaking Eminem or something, like a Kendrick Lamar, a J. Cole or something like that, you know? And it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that. Just to be able to have the ability to do what I love in life. And if I could get to a point one day where I could pay my bills, then I would consider my life successful. That's what success looks like to me, is for a person to be able to support themselves doing what they love, what their passion is. In my opinion, that's my opinion of success. You know, success is relative. It's different for everybody, but that's my opinion. So yeah, I appreciate it. Spotify, Deco, Nuthin Wrong. Actually, it's also on iTunes as well. So you can find this on iTunes. You can find it on Spotify, or what is it now? Apple Music. Yeah, Apple Music, Spotify. And I think there's a couple of other ones that you can find it on also. So whatever music streaming platform you use, look for it. Deco, Nuthin Wrong. All right. And if, well, I didn't realize you guys can't see that. So Deco, Nuthin Wrong, right here. That's what you want to search for. All right. And if you can't find it on your streaming platform, then just look it up on Spotify. Spotify is free. You know what I mean? So yeah, so just a quick recap. We went over the intro. No need to really go over the intro again. We'll just go through the chorus again really quickly, because in a song, the chorus is usually the part of a song that is where you sum up the entire meaning of a song, or the entire feeling of a song, or the main point that you're trying to get across, the main expression that you're trying to portray, is usually what you sum up in the chorus of a song. Some people call it a hook. The hook or the chorus is where you're supposed to sum up kind of the backbone of the song, all, you know, in that little repetitive, and then it's repetitive. It goes in between the verses, right? And it's a little break. It's usually a little bit more melodic, or something, you know what I mean? Than, you know, the verses and things like that, which can be a little bit more rhythmic. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, so the chorus, I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. So obviously, the name of the song comes from the chorus, right? I don't see nothing wrong. And so you could probably tell the meaning of the song is just basically, it's things that people, especially myself, get looked down on for, get made fun of about, are judged over. So like personally, like I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats, right? That's like, you know, trying to be a rapper. I'm not really a rapper. I'm a musician. I play guitar, I sing, I rap, I write, and I orchestrate all my own music. You know, I compose all my own music. So I'm a musical artist, all right? I'm not just a rapper, all right? I never want to be like labeled and confined to that title of like a rapper. I'm not just a rapper. I believe to be a little bit more than that, you know? But this is just my way of saying, like, I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. This is my art, right? This is my version of, you know, doing my passion is making music. And that's something that a lot of people could see as kind of like a pipe dream. You know what I mean? And people can make fun of you for that, look down on you for a pipe dream. You know, any form of art, whether it's streaming. You know, you want to be a famous streamer. You want to be a famous gamer, like an esports competitive gamer. You want to be a DJ, like my boy Johnny Chinguez in the chat. You want to be a painter. You know, you want to be an architect. You want to be whatever your passion is. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I've been made fun of. I've been talked down to, you know, for having a dream of making music. But again, like I said in the beginning, it's usually people thinking I'm trying to like one day be like the next Eminem or the next Kendrick Lamar or J. Cole or Lil Weezy or something like that. It's not that. I just want to do what I love. And if I could live in this apartment and not have to be on disability anymore and be able to pay all my bills making music, that's success. I could die a happy, successful man. I would be completely content with that. And that's part of the plan, and that's part of the intention with streaming, was building a platform that I can deliver my music through. And that's part of finally implementing Music Monday into the stream. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. This is just confirming this first line of the chorus, right? Those pipe dreams, those silly dreams that you have, you know, whatever they may be, that people consider silly dreams, right? Because again, people see my ambition to want to be a musical artist as just a silly dream. It's just a pipe dream. Well, I don't see nothing wrong with, you know what I mean? People like lots of things, you know what I mean? You could look at doctors, surgeons. That's an art in a way. You know what I mean? That's hard. You got to be so intricate and so focused, you know what I mean? And then you got to put things back together, you know what I mean? And that's an art, you know what I mean? Like, there's some surgeons that are better than other surgeons, and there's some surgeons that are like glorified for how good they are at what they do, at being a surgeon. You get what I'm saying? And so it's like, that's not, anything is an art. The difference it's so like, if you look at it that way, anything could be a silly dream. The difference is there's certain dreams that society, you know, holds to a higher degree than other dreams. And guess what? Whatever you want to do, whatever you're interested in, whatever your passions are, whatever your pursuit that you choose to take, I personally don't see nothing wrong with it. I support you. So it is reiterating this first line, but this is me saying right here, because I do music. I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. I don't see nothing wrong with my silly dream, right? And this is kind of reinstating that first line, but saying, I don't see nothing wrong with your silly dream, right? So I don't see nothing wrong with my silly dreams. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams in general. So, you know, I support whatever it is that you want to do. I say, full send it, baby. Go get it, right? Don't sit on it. Don't waste that passion. Don't waste that talent. One of the things that I believe is one of the saddest things in the world is wasted talent. If you have a talent, if you have a passion, I believe that is God sent. That is a gift to you from God. That is your purpose, and I believe you should pursue that. All right. Then this is another thing, especially in the streets, especially being a man, right? I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things, right? So, guys, yeah, I'm a man, and I consider myself, and most people I would think who know me personally and know me well would consider me a pretty tough person, right? I don't complain a lot. I mean, I kind of complain to you guys more than I complain in my real life, but that's because you're my peoples, and this is the people's party, and that's the whole point. You know, life is tough, but no matter how hard it's gotten, we still in here rocking. You know, that's the whole, so it's kind of like the backbone of what I do as a content creator, is a space where I can feel comfortable to vent, and you guys can feel comfortable to vent. And we can share that and build a connection through that. Something that I hope can be stronger and more concrete than just, you know, somebody who watches another person talk about themselves or play video games. We're building an actual relationship. So that's why I always fill you guys in and keep you guys informed on me, what's going on with me in my life, my victories, my losses, you know, my struggles, everything. I tell you guys everything. But I am a sensitive person. I keep it to myself. I deal with things. I don't let anything stop me. I continue to push. I continue to move forward no matter what. I've overcome and defeated so many things in my life. I've seen a lot of darkness. I've seen a lot of evil. I've seen a lot of bad things. I've seen a lot of horrible things. I've had a lot of pain, anguish, torment that I still go through. But I push through, you know, but as a man, it's kind of hard, and not just as a man, as a person in general, but I think it falls a little bit harder on men because men are kind of expected to not have feelings in a way, right? And then especially if you live like in the hood, you know what I mean? If you grow up in like a neighborhood, you know, for those who didn't grow up in a hood, a neighborhood just means an area that's like infested with gangs, and it's kind of always on your back, you know, the gangs and stuff, or, you know, just if you run with a clique, a crew, a group of friends who just think you need to be tough all the time and you could never be sad and things like that, I think that's messed up. We're all human, you know what I mean? We're human, and humans have feelings. It's human nature to have feelings, to get sad, to get mad, to get frustrated, to be happy, to get overexcited, to whatever emotion it is, whatever it is that we feel, it's human nature to feel those things. You know what I mean? We don't necessarily need to sit in them, and we don't necessarily need everybody to understand them, but we should understand that everybody has them, and it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? If you suffer with depression, bipolar, whatever, any kind of emotional issues and things like that, if you're going through hard times, it's bringing you down, you know what I mean? You're in a dark place, whatever it is, it's okay, and it's gonna be okay. It's human. We all have it. We all go through it. Some people might not show it, but they go through it too. And some people might make fun of you, or, you know what I mean, act like you're weak, but you're not. And they go through it too. They just don't show it because they think it's a weakness. And it's not a weakness. It's normal. It's natural, right? And then, you know, I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. Kind of just saying it twice to kind of reinstate to you. I don't see anything wrong with these things, right? And then I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. This is something, so this is kind of so I have a friend, or I have friends who they had problems with drinking, and then they stopped drinking, and all of a sudden they start acting like drinking is like the ultimate sin, especially somebody who is religious, right? And this is kind of just a little bit of a shot at religion, and not religion just as being religion, right? Because I'm religious, I'm Christian, I go to church every Sunday, right? And I read the Bible every Saturday. I give at least an hour. I make at least an hour to get into the Bible and read it myself every Saturday. And then I go to church, or I attend church every Sunday, right? So I am religious. So I'm not against religion, you know what I mean, or anything like that. I'm not atheist. I'm a devoted Christian, strong in my faith. My belief is, you know what I mean? But I do see, you know, how some people through religion become very judgmental and things like that. And so that's kind of what this means. It's a metaphor. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. Just because you had a problem and now you're better, that's fine. But like, that's not everybody. Some people can drink responsibly, you know what I mean? And they don't have to overindulge and overdo it, you know, and they don't have a problem. They're not necessarily drowning sorrows or anything, you know, they're not doing it in an unhealthy way. They're just drinking for what drinking is meant for, to relax, to recognize a milestone, celebrate something, you know, and there's nothing wrong with that. Chilling and drinking. Now, if you're getting belligerent, going crazy, drinking too much, not remembering, making mistakes, hurting people, that's a different story. But chill and drinks, right? It's just my way of like, yo, like, you know, people demonize things that are not really bad, and they do it for their own reasons. As long as you're not hurting nobody, you're not doing anything wrong, I don't see nothing wrong with it, right? And then I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. This is another thing, especially in religion, that gets kind of looked down on and stuff, right? There's nothing wrong with wanting nice things, right? Some people will call you materialistic. There's nothing wrong with wanting nice things, as long as it doesn't define you, right? And as long as that's not all you care about, and as long as that's not what your entire pursuit in life is, and you don't let your things define you, there's nothing wrong with liking nice things and wanting nice things. You know what I mean? And especially, you know, if I just, you know, talk about religion again, that's something that, you know, some Christians or religious people, Catholic, whoever, they kind of, you're supposed to be humble. Oh, the Bible says it's harder for, you know, a rich person to get through heaven than through, you know, the hole in the needle or something like that. I can't remember the exact saying. It's pretty much that though. But what is being said is if you identify with the things you have so much that it defines you, and that's all you care about, and those possessions are prized to you, you know, in a way that, like, if you lost them, you would feel incomplete now, and you don't feel complete without those things, and you're willing to do anything to possess and retain material things, then that's bad. But if you just like things, whether they're expensive, not expensive, shiny, not shiny, new, used, whatever, you like things, that's fine. Get them. There's nothing wrong with it. God also says, the Bible also says that he wants you to live an abundant life. He wants you to have the things that you want to have, as long as you don't worship those things and they don't mean more to you than yourself or more to you than other people and other more important things in life. There's nothing wrong with getting things. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. So this is another one. Some people don't like people who are flashy, people that are loud, people that are eccentric. People think that people need to just be quiet, and I've had a lot of hate because, especially in my younger days when I was in very good shape and I took a lot more care of myself, always had my eyebrows did, my hairline, haircut, fresh, dressed, really took care of how I dressed every day and, and things like that. And I would go out, not shy to talk to girls, and, I would get a lot of attention. The group of people I hung out with would get a lot of attention. Not necessarily looking for it, but I guess we just, emitted a certain vibe. And, people hate on that type of thing, or people that are just, loud and at the right time, right? I don't mean to keep bringing up church, but if you're at church laughing and, being crazy and things like that, unless you're saying hallelujah, and that's an extreme example, I know, but it's just the first thing that I could think of off the top of my head. There's nothing wrong with being loud, with being flashy, You want to have your chains and your rings, and your nice clothes, and you want to wear your fancy sunglasses and whatever, and whatever, dude. As long as you're a good person, as long as you're nice and your morals are in the right place, that's what matters more. I think that's what matters more. And people look down on people so much for being a certain type of person because they view it as flashy or loud or obnoxious or douchey or whatever, and I don't see nothing wrong with that. If you walk in the room, you steal the scene, that's just your vibe, baby. It's not your fault, or, whatever it is, it's not your fault. It's not your fault if you get a lot of attention or if you just happen to be, that type of person who is not shy and is outgoing and things like that. Nothing wrong with being an outgoing person, right? I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. All right. And then these are kind of just, these are things that kind of just are meant to, what is it? Not justify. Justify is not the word I'm looking for. What's the word? I'm just gonna say justified because I can't think of the word right now that I really want to say. Like confirm, not confirm, but yeah, like justify and confirm, whatever. If you mix those two words together, that's the actual word that I'm trying to get to, but I'm having a brain fart. So I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. Gotta preach so we can reach lives, right? This is my way of trying to send a message. This is why I rap. This is why I make music. I'm not doing it for those. All right, man. Have a good night, right? This is why I do it. This is I'm trying to reach people. I'm trying to send a message. I don't make music again for the purpose of trying to be Eminem or Kendrick Lamar or whatever. I have a passion. I got things that I feel like I have to say, and this is my way of saying it. And I hope it will reach people. I hope people can relate to it, and I hope it can hopefully help some people. I hope my stories can help people out there who might be, experiencing the same or similar situations. And then, I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. God gave us purpose. I'm gonna reach minds, right? I believe that those silly dreams, those passions, those talents are God-given, and that's what your purpose probably is. Of course, that's just a theory, and that's just my own philosophy, but that's what I think. I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. We're only humans, not machines, guys, right? And so in here, I have double rhymes, right? All of these rhyme with each other. And then all of these rhyme with each other, right? I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. Gotta preach so we can reach lives. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. God gave us purpose. I'ma reach minds. I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. We're only humans, not machines, guys, right? So, it's like a double rhyme on top of itself, right? And then this one, I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. I mean, didn't Jesus drink wine? Right? And that's another thing in religion. I don't understand why. So one of the reasons I feel that people are turned away from religion is because religious people tend to act like they're not human anymore. Like they're so perfect. They do nothing wrong in any way. And nobody can reach that. Nobody can achieve that. So then it pushes people away because people feel like, well, I don't fit in because I'm not perfect. You know what I mean? I'm flawed. I can't be as perfect as this person is. In a way, it's angering a little bit because it makes you feel inadequate. You know what I mean? It can make you feel inadequate because it makes you feel like something that this person has achieved is impossible for yourself to achieve. When the fact of the matter is that person is not as perfect, they're pretending. You know what I mean? Then they're not as perfect as they're pretending to be. They're just acting a certain way because they think that's who they're supposed to be. When in actuality, that's not true, man. There's so much in the Bible that, religious people act like they can't do and they don't do and is so wrong, and their hands are clean of it when their hands most likely are not clean of most of it. They're just not putting it out there. God says we should confess with our mouths, right? But a lot of it too is stuff that's not even in the Bible. Like religious people will demonize drinking. I know so many Christians that like, I don't drink. I'm Christian. I don't drink. You know what I mean? And they act like it's some type of, they have some righteousness and they're on some pedestal because I'm a Christian and I don't drink. Well, guess what, Christian? Didn't Jesus drink wine? Didn't he drink wine with his people? Didn't he tell us to take this wine and drink of it? He told us that, right? So how is drinking alcohol so bad if Jesus did it? Isn't the whole meaning of being Christian to be Christ-like? And if Christ drank, then why are you trying to make me feel like I can't drink? And it's just things like this. So many things that Christians act like are not in the Bible, but they act like you shouldn't be doing. And they don't do it, and I don't do it. And then it's off-putting because it's like, I don't know if I'd be able to live up to that. I don't know if I'd be able to uphold that. You wouldn't, probably, because you're human, you're not perfect. But guess what? This person who's making you feel that way doesn't uphold to that either. You know what I mean? They're just regurgitating crap that they've heard that they think is in the Bible that's not even in the Bible, and they're just not even using their own brain. You know what I mean? Like, to put two things together. Jesus drank. He drank with his disciples, and he told us to drink. So why are you demonizing drinking? Demonize over drinking, you know what I mean, and being belligerent, but don't demonize drinking just altogether. And there's no reason as a Christian or a Catholic or whatever that you can't drink. There's nothing in the Bible that says you can't drink. And that goes for so many things. And I personally like to shine a light on that, because I want to get rid of that. What is it? I want to get rid of that stigma. I want to get rid of that stigma that, like, oh, you can't do anything, and you basically got to be like sitting in your hands in one spot your whole life to be a good Christian. You know what I mean? That's not how it goes. That's not how it works. It's really not like that. It's hard. It's a hard road to, be a Christian or whatever, be religious. And that's the point, right? Because the hard road is usually the good one, and the easy road is usually the road that one shouldn't want to go down, right? Because that's usually the road that leads to bad things. But it's not as difficult and as complicated as a lot of religious going people make it seem. It's really not that hard. You know what I mean? Don't be mean to people. Don't do bad things. Don't hurt people. Don't steal. Don't kill. Don't lie. Yeah. Follow the commandments. It's not that hard. You're gonna sin. We all are. But guess what? He died for our sins, right? So as long as if you do make a mistake, you feel bad, you repent, you'll be fine. I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. You can't give what you don't receive, right? And this is another thing. People who do want to be rich one day in life, there's nothing wrong with that. Listen, if you're able to get rich, that means you have a lot to give, right? And if you're poor, then what do you have to give? You can't help anybody. You can't do anything for anyone. I believe you should strive to be wealthy in life. But as whatever, you're supposed to be humble. Well, humility is not about being poor. Humility is not about how much or how little you have in life. Humility is about being low key about it. That's humility, right? Not being like extravagantly loud about your personal possessions and wealth, right? Earlier, I'm gonna say after, there's nothing wrong with being flashy, but it's a different kind of flashy, right? And that's another thing with the chorus. Everything kind of calls back to the other thing, right? If you're wealthy just to be wealthy, just to keep it all to yourself, again, there's nothing wrong with having nice things and stuff, but there's a lot you can do with that wealth. And there's nothing wrong with using your wealth or wanting to get wealthy so that you can advance yourself in life and you can have a more cushy lifestyle and have nicer things. And you know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that, right? I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes, I don't see nothing wrong with being flashy and things like that. But again, if that's all it's for, that's all you care about, that's not great. And if you never do nothing productive, you never do anything good with that wealth for others, for society or anything like that, especially if you become like a Jeff Bezos or something like that, then I believe that's a bad thing. You know, you don't necessarily have to give all your freaking possessions away, you know, but do something to help others. You have enough, you know, you have enough to be able to do something. You know, some people, you know, oh look, they're so rich and they only donated this much. So what? At least they donated. I don't believe you have to like go like so far as to like bankrupt yourself in, you know, helping the world, but being able to do something and help others to help themselves, that I believe, you know, you kind of have a responsibility to do if you reach a certain level of wealth. So I don't see anything wrong with that. Again, God said, I want you to live an abundant life. You know, I don't see that there's nothing wrong with wanting riches and stuff like that, as long as you have the heart and intent to not only lift yourself up with that wealth, but help to lift others as well in some way, form, or fashion. You know, there's a million ways that, you know, a wealthy person can use their wealth to, you know, do something good in the world. So yeah, you know, you can't give what you don't receive, right? And that's what I would do if I was ever able to get rich. Of course I would have a Rolls Royce for sure. You better believe that. But I also would want to do a lot of humanitarian things, right? And then last, I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. For one to change the scape, one must seek eyes. All right? So you can't reach nobody, right? So this is calling back to the first line, right? Gotta preach so we can reach lives. I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. Gotta preach so we can reach lives. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. For one to change the scape, one must seek eyes. So basically what that means is for somebody to change the world around them, right? You know that common saying, if you want to see change in the world, then become that change. That's gonna be reflected again in the verse, right? Why does it say verse 2? It should say verse 1. That's going to be reflected in the verse once we get into the verse as well. But you can't change anything if you're not getting out there, if you're not attracting people to you and what you have to say. Then what are you doing? You could have the greatest intentions, you could have the greatest theories, the greatest philosophies, you know what I mean? And you could be the greatest speaker, the most influential capabilities in the world. But if you never attract anybody to you, if you never get anybody to hear you, to listen, it just goes to waste. It's for nothing. And kind of again goes back to, you know, I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams, wasted potential, you know? You have to put yourself out because you have something to offer to the world. Whether that's one people or a million, you have something to offer. There's something you can say. There's a mindset that you can instill. There's a way of viewing things that you can hand down that might be able to help somebody and change their life, you know, and you'll never know. Maybe you have the theory that could cure cancer in your head, but you'll never know any of that stuff if you never attract anybody, you know what I mean? And nobody ever hears it, and nobody ever hears you, and it'll just go to waste, and it'll be all for naught, you know? So I don't see nothing wrong with being flashy, attracting people to yourself, you know what I mean? And being loud about what you think, what you feel, and things like that. Because for one to change the scape, one must seek eyes, right? Like marketing, you could have the greatest product in the world, but if you never put it out in front of people, then no one's ever going to be able to take advantage of that product. No one's ever going to buy it. No one's ever going to use it. It's never going to do what it's intended to do for people, because you're not seeking those eyes. You're not putting it out in front of people to see, you know, and that's a waste. It's just wasteful. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. All right. Boom. So there we go. Recapped on the chorus and on the hook. I just wanted to do that mainly because I don't know if from the last time we did this, I think I lost that VOD. So now I have that again, and I can clip it because I'm gonna make YouTube videos out of this stuff. But yeah, all right. So moving on to verse 1. Let's go ahead and cut the music off and get into it. All right. So let's go through the song again. Wait. What? If you have the file on your computer, you can import it. What? What are you talking about? Hold up. What the hell does that mean? Let's try this again. There we go. So now that you know the words and the meaning, I feel like you can appreciate it more, right?
What up, Pete? What up, Pete? What up, Pete? You feel that? You feel that? Yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah, that's a vibe. Yeah, that's a Cali vibe. Yeah, it's deep. Cold. Goes.
I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats. I don't see nothing wrong with silly dreams. I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling drinks. I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong.
I'm about to bring it back with the realness, because I feel it's really the time for something real, which will actually hit with our feelings, that braille. If you understand, well surely then you've got to feel this. And God, I know that your will is for me to reach out into Hilton's. I will just give me a little bit of extra time, and please forgive me, I'm about to kill this. And
I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats.
Let's get it. Yeah, it's a hard knock life, and we gotta do what it is that we gotta do.
All right. So that's the first line. All right. Yeah. It's a hard knock life, but we gotta do what. Oh no. Yeah, it's a hard knock life, and we gotta do what it is that we gotta do.
While we do that, still gotta try and do things that we wanna do.
But while we do that, still gotta try and do things that we wanna do. All right. So, hold up. All right. So, yeah, it's a hard knock life, and we got to do what it is that we got to do. But while we do that, still got to try and do things that we want to do. Right. So, right off tops, right away, right in the opening, the first verse, I wanted to just get it out there, right? Yeah, life can be tough. Life is hard. And we can get caught up because it's kind of designed this way. We can get caught up on doing the things that we got to do to survive, right? On doing the things that we got to do to thrive. And we can also get caught up in just trying to, move up that corporate ladder in a sense, right? And all those things that we got to do to further and progress in our lives in their current state, where they're currently at, right? But, it's important. We've got to do that. There's no way around it. If you're not working hard, you're not trying to get those promotions, you know what I mean? You're not going to get the money you need to support yourself, to feed yourself, your family, whatever, and your situation's not going to get any better, you know what I mean? So you've got to do that. You've got to do what you got to do, and there's no way around it. You've got to. It's the way of life. It is what it is. But while we do that, we still got to try and do things that we want to do, right? We still got to, on our free time, on our downtime, when we have the time and the energy and the ability to do certain things, to try to create the life that we want, right? What is it? What's the saying? Don't get so caught up making a living that you forget to make a life, right? And we've got to do what we've got to do in life. The grind is something that everybody has to deal with. There's no way around it, But when you can, hustle too. You get what I'm saying? So I kind of separate. No way. Yo. Maddie. Hey, thank you so much for that $1 donation. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much. It means a lot. What's going on with you, Maddie? How's it going? What's up with you? Hopefully your head. But yeah, so my day's been going. It's going good. Tired, but we in here. You know what I'm saying? How are you though? What's up with you? Hopefully your head. Yeah, so like I was saying, it's a hard knock life and we got to do what it is that we got to do. But while we do that, still got to try and do things that we want to do. So, I separate hustle and grind into two different things. Grind for me is the thing that we all got to do. We've all got to deal with. We've all got to grind in life, right? There's no way around it. If we don't survive. If we don't grind, we don't eat. It's that grindstone. It's that everyday struggle, that 9 to 5 work, type of stuff that we have to do. But hustle to me, donating because I'm saying one word. What word am I saying? What do you mean? You're donating because I'm saying what word? I donated if you say the word that's in your head. Okay, for sure. Well, hopefully I keep saying it then. The hustle is what you do to pursue your passions, to try and make your dreams come true. You've got to hustle. If you don't hustle, and hustle is something you can do on the side. Grind is something you have to do every day. That's why it's called a grind, because you have to do it. And it's grinding you down, but there's no way around it. It's the grind. You got to do it. The hustle. Hey, thank you. Hey, thank you, Maddie. Grind. Hustle. Thank you so much. But yeah, so then if you can hustle on the side. You get what I'm saying? You can get your hustle on the side. go to work, whatever. But on the weekends, on your days off, after work, if you have any time, you know what I mean, in between or after your resting time, do something, even if it's not a lot, do something that will help further your goals in pursuing your passion and trying to make your dream come true. Because there's nothing wrong with that, and you're going to be a much happier person. You'll never know if you can actually make your dream come true, if you can actually make your deepest fantasy a reality. You'll never know unless you pursue that. So grind. We got to grind. But hustle on the side. Get your hustle on, baby. Don't leave it on the back burner. You know what I mean? Don't let those passions, don't let those dreams, don't let those talents go to waste. At least try. You know what I mean? At least put some effort into it. And you never know, if you put some effort into it, what might happen. All right?
For me to reach out into Hilton's, I will just.
I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling Prince. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see no stealing scenes.
Back with the realness because I feel it's really the time for something real.
I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong.
I'm about to bring it back with the realness because I feel it's really the time for something real, which we're actually hit with our
Wait a minute.
feelings that break.
Hold up.
Goes.
I don't see nothing wrong with killing beats.
Hold up.
I don't see nothing
think I
wrong
might
with
have-
silly dreams.
Hold up.
I don't see nothing wrong with feeling things. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong with chilling Prince. I don't see nothing wrong with getting things. I don't see nothing wrong with stealing scenes. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong.
I'm about to bring it back.
I did. I skipped. Okay, that wasn't verse 1. Scratch that. Rewind. Bring it back. Pause. Cut. Edit. That never happened. We'll get back to that later. So the first thing I said is, I'm about to bring it back with the realness. And you could also hear it as with a realness. And that's intentional. All right? I try to say it in a way where you can interpret it as with the or with a. All right? And that's completely intentional. Art is meant to be open to suggestion, right? And so sometimes I try to say things and portray things through my art in ways that can be interpreted in multiple different ways, because even though I am explaining to you right now what the song means and what my intentions were when I originally wrote it, right, my thought process or whatever, you might have heard the song and thought something different. You could have had a completely different interpretation, and it could have meant something totally different to you. And even if that doesn't coincide with my original idea when I wrote the song, that doesn't mean the song isn't about what you thought it was about. It doesn't mean the song doesn't mean what you thought it meant. And it doesn't mean that you interpreted it wrong. There's no wrong way to interpret art. All right? And sometimes I actually do it intentionally. I want to say things that can be interpreted in different ways, because at the end of the day, the song means whatever it means to you. All right? This was my intention for me when I wrote it, but that's what the song means to me, right? Even though I made it, I created it, I still want the song to mean to you what it needs to mean for you. All right? Again, my song is meant to reach people, deliver a message, and I have a personal message that I'm trying to send. But if you manage to pull a different message out of it, and that helps you, then that's what the song means. Okay? The song means whatever you think it means. All right? Unless you're trying to manipulate it and make it into something bad and, you know what I mean, that's different, right? That's a completely different story. If you're trying to, you know, completely deface and put a stain on it, that's different. But if it means something good for you, that helps you, it gets you through something, whatever, then that's what it means, okay? Art is subjective. Art is open to interpretation, and my art is no different than that. And I will let you guys know what my intentions were when I wrote it, but it is still open to suggestion. It is still open to interpretation. And this is what the song means to me as the writer of the song. But as the listener, the song means whatever you need it to mean. Okay? And so I'm about to bring it back with the realness. So this is me speaking on the vibe of the song. All right? If you listen to the song, so let me bring it back a little bit.
I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. I'm about to bring it back with the realness.
So do you hear that whistle?
See nothing wrong with stealing things. I don't see nothing wrong. I don't see nothing wrong. I'm about to bring it back with the realness because
So that whistle.
Gabe tipped $3. Cuss you, my boy.
Hey, thank you.